Hi, I'm Chris Jordan. In the video today, we're going to look at what we're going to call the grammar question from the BULATS listening and reading test. This section of the test looks like this. It's a short text of about 100 to 150 words on a general workplace or workplace survival topic. It could be an email, a notice, part of a report or article, an advertisement perhaps, or a similar type of text. And there will always be 5 gaps. Now, if you're looking for the A, B, C, D options, you won't find them because this is an open gap fill. That means you need to think of one word, just one, that can go in the gap. That might sound a little scary though if you haven't practiced this type of question before, but it's not that difficult really, because the words you need to think of are going to be very basic and very familiar words. The focus of this section of the test is on your understanding of language, vocabulary and grammar basically. In particular, it looks at how words are used together to mean something. And an important part of making a sentence mean the right thing is going to be the correct use of grammar words. These are words like helping verbs, have, be or do, articles, a or the, prepositions, on, to, with, and pronouns, her, us or who. We sometimes think of grammar and vocabulary being very different things, but in fact there's no clear line between them. After all grammar is words. Well, let's have a look again at the sample question. Here we have a short email between colleagues about a suggestion for their accommodation when they attend a trade fair. You can see that it's a short text, an email as we mentioned, and the topic is related to work and the workplace. But you don't really need any specialized business knowledge to be able to do the task and get the answer right. This question will be targeting an A2 level or elementary pre-intermediate level of English. You also see here the 5 gaps. And remember, you're going to have to think of one word for each. In the actual test, you just type it in. So how should we do this kind of question? Well, Step 1 is to read the title and then read the article quickly. Don't worry if there are some words you don't understand, just try to get a feeling for the overall meaning. I'm going to give you 30 seconds to read the text. So remember to read it quickly and don't worry about any words you don't know. Now, the second step is going to the first sentence with a gap and reading it more carefully. We should pay attention to the words on both sides of the gap and try to work out if there's a special connection between this word and any other word or words in the sentence. Is it part of a unit? In this case, the beginning of the sentence is telling us where the hotel is, and we see the hotel is directly across, then there's a gap, then Messe Frankfurt. And that seems to be a place, so clearly there is a connection here with across and also the place. And it also seems to mean something like opposite. With our knowledge of English, we may have come up with from, so across from the Messe Frankfurt. We can now read down to the next gap and do the same thing. Here we need to identify which preposition is used with included. So, included x the price. Most of you will probably feel that the word that comes to mind in this pattern is going to be in. So, included in the price, a common phrase in English. So that was information about the first hotel, Next we come to the second. Again, if we look at the group of words in the old part X the city, is there a preposition that comes to mind? Well, hopefully part of something is familiar to you. Of often follows part, and I'm sure you've seen it many times. Reading on, we see that they would need to pay extra X breakfast. Are you familiar with the phrase pay X something with the meaning of buying it? As in pay X your ticket. Well, in English, you pay for something. So here they need to pay extra for breakfast. And for the last one, we have X me know something. This is a common phrase in English, and here it's asking for information. Does any particular verb come to mind? Well, let me know is a very important phrase in workplace English and something you're going to be using often. And that basically is how to do the grammar question in the BULATS listening and reading test. Now this kind of question is really useful because it focuses not on checking you understand certain grammar rules, but on helping you pay attention to grammar in action or language in use. By practicing these questions more, we can develop our sensitivity to which words we need to use together to express certain ideas. And this can help us catch things we see or hear often, but don't actually notice. After all, how often do you find that you know a noun, for example, but you're not sure which preposition it's supposed to go with? Which is okay when you're listening or reading perhaps, but when you want to tell someone something, you're not sure what other words you should be using it with to say it clearly and say it right. So don't be put off by the fact that there are no A, B, C or D choices. This type of question can really help you deepen your understanding of English, and it's fun too. Well, we hope this video has helped give you more confidence with this type of BULATS grammar question, but don't forget, for more help preparing for BULATS or practicing your workplace English, please check out our other videos in this series. Thank you for watching today, and good luck.